Hi there. I'm camping. It's my birthday weekend, and that's what I like to do. And while I'm sitting here prepping foods for tomorrow, I'll have some people out tomorrow, I can overhear a little one learning how to ride a bike based on the adults, what they're saying and what I'm hearing and what I visually can see. Adults are teaching a little one how to ride a bike. And as happens when we are learning to ride a bike, the little one fell. I'm talking little, I would guess probably about 3. It's pretty significant. 3-year-old falls, starts crying. And the adults jump right on in with, "You're okay, you're okay. Come on, get up. You're okay, you're okay." While the child is still crying. And this is what happens. Kids are born telling their emotional truth. They have pain, they let someone know. If their only language they can let someone know with is tears, then they're going to cry. If they're scared, they're going to let someone know. If they need comfort, they're going to let someone know. And again, the younger the child, most likely, those are probably going to come through tears. Because kids are born telling their emotional truth. They're emotionally honest 100% of the time until they learn not to be. Until they've had enough buildup of experiences where they have learned that their emotions will not be heard or received. So that, grievers of all ages, by the way, remember that? I say that frequently. Grievers of all ages need to be heard with dignity and respect, including the little ones. So what was happening? Baby is hurt, probably scared, and is crying, telling someone about it. The authority figures, the people in charge. But the people in charge have learned that emotional honesty isn't always the best approach. So they start changing the child's emotional honesty by saying things like, you're okay, get up, let's go. Meaning, don't feel bad, I'm cutting onions, I'm crying. And this onion has a little bit of a yucky spot in the middle. They're changing the child's emotional honesty by telling the child, you're okay, meaning don't feel bad, and maybe be strong. And these are pieces of misinformation. We know, being that the grief recovery method is evidence-based, it's proven effective by science, proven to be effective for emotional reactions that we're having in our body, our mind, and our heart, and our spirit. And so we know some really common pieces of misinformation that really wreak havoc in our ability to process emotions in a healthy and effective way. We don't want to just be healthy, that's a whole judgment thing, but we want to be effective. We want to effectively get the emotional content out, right? So that we can just live in this present moment, free and alive. But usually we've learned messages that are incorrect and unhelpful through our childhood, usually before we're even aware of it, such as, you're okay, meaning don't feel bad and be strong. Don't feel and be strong. Those are 2 pieces of misinformation. What would be more effective? Well, babies, because they're emotionally honest, we really want to follow their lead. They are telling the truth about how they feel in the moment, being totally honest, and the adults around them are placing them into conflict with what they're feeling because they're told that they're okay when the baby's body is saying, no, I'm not. They're being placed into conflict. We want to learn to listen and acknowledge the baby's truth for what it is in that moment. And when that person, the baby, is feeling properly heard and accepted, then the baby can move on to the next set of feelings. So, a more appropriate way to respond to a baby who falls off a bike or falls in baseball practice, at that age it'd probably be t-ball, but the point is, we want to respond effectively and in a way that's going to create a lifelong healthy practice of grieving. So what I would do is baby falls off the bike. I would show that I'm scared and ouch. And I would pause and take the cues from there. Baby's crying. Ouch. I know that hurt. That was scary. And I'm going to sit. It depends on the language of the child. 3, they may not have all these words. So I'm going to say, ouch. I'm going to acknowledge that there's something that just happened. That was a little scary. And maybe painful. And when they're telling me they're crying, they're telling me something through their tears, I'm actually going to most likely sit with the child and get right beside them or right next to them and let them have tears. If they're going to lean on me and they need a hug, I'm going to hug them. If they just need whatever it's going to be, but I'm going to sit on the floor. I'm going to really get in this moment with them, in this pool of pain that they're in as much as I can. And that means I'm going to have to sit there and I'm going to have to be quiet. Ouch. Oh, that was hurting. Is it hurting? And so then that lets me just be quiet and assess the situation. Are they grabbing an ankle? Are they grabbing whatever? Do I see blood? Whatever it is. Even as a nurse, I know what life-threatening blood looks like, or a life-threatening, or not life-threatening, but a more serious bend where there shouldn't be a bend. That kind of thing. But the point is, I'm going to really have to be quiet and hear the child acknowledge, ouch, acknowledge the pain, acknowledge the fear, because that's probably what their real truth is. And then I'm going to just let them lead me through the rest. When tears have subsided, we'll have a good solid hug. We'll try again. And then we'll go through. So they learn that their emotional reaction is allowed and it will be accepted and it will not be changed. If I try to change it, that means I'm also trying to judge it because I don't think that one's appropriate. So let me tell you what is appropriate. That's really what's going on there. And then I'm going to, after we've calmed down, we've addressed everything. Maybe if the baby can talk, were you scared? Yeah, that's scary. And then I'm going to say, let's try again. I'll be right here with you, and reassure them that it's safe to go forward again, even though we're scared. It's safe to try again, even though we're scared. It's safe to fall and mess up again, even though you're scared. And I'll be right here to hold you and to love you and let you feel seen, heard, and accepted. And when you're steady, we'll try again. There you go. All right. I love you. I hope that's helpful. Bye.